Hey fellow Ristopians, welcome to Ristopia. It's been a long time no see. I haven't done a video for quite a while now. I'm up to 953 subscribers. That's not really the reason I felt I should do a video. But I've got subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you've enjoyed past content and maybe future content. Yeah, I've been meaning to do a video for a while. Some watchers have come into the channel, new watchers into the channel that I haven't gotten around to making a video about. So there's a particular reason I need to do a video today because it's December the 1st. Yeah, I haven't cleared up, so it's super messy. He's looking around saying, is there anything that shouldn't be here? Yeah, super messy. Sorry for the mess, but you know, it is what it is. So why do I have to do what watches are coming to the channel, and why do I need to specifically do a video today? So I've got two Longines here. No, I've not. I've got two Longines here. They are Longines, but individually they're Longines. And you know, if there's more than one, it's Longines, I guess. Yeah. So we got what have we got? They're both Master Series. Sorry, not Master Series. Master Collection. So they're the Master Collection Longines. I'll do a wrist, a Pitts manoeuvre on the one that I'm wearing. Butterfly clasp there. I'll come on to that a bit in a minute. Not my favourite type of clasp. Not too bad on a bracelet. Not great on a leather, which isn't that one. It's that one. But I'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, so both Master Collection, and the reason that sorry, that's not the slowest Pitts manoeuvre. I mean, it doesn't fit me too bad. It's a little bit, I'd like it a little bit looser, but it doesn't have any part links and no micro adjust because it's a butterfly clasp, so it is what it is. But why do I need to do this video today? Because this, as you may have seen, is the annual calendar. So an annual calendar, if you don't know, apologies if you do, means that it works out how many days are in each month and will adjust accordingly, as opposed to a normal date function on a watch, which will go through all the dates from 1 to 31. This has actually stopped, so that would normally be the 31st today, because it would have been the 30th yesterday, and then you know, it would have ticked over to the 30th today, but it would be wrong. But this bad boy, the watch elves came in last night, and they advanced it for me. So this one now is quite, you know, I was going to try and record it changing from the 30th of November to the 1st of December. Now, the fact that it's got the date, the month there is a bit odd as well. But we'll try and cover that a bit in a minute as well. But the main thing is that this yesterday said November the 30th and today says December the 1st. And it will do that, I believe. We are actually in a leap year at the moment, so it wouldn't have coped with February of this year. But because it looks around for cloth. Because we now don't have a leap year for another like 4 years, if I keep this wound, if I keep it in my watch winder over there, it will be the correct date for the next 4 years until February, when the next leap year is, and then it won't be able to cope with it. Now, a perpetual calendar, which is accurate with the date. A perpetual calendar can work out a leap year. I don't think they're that there's much point to them, because within that time you're going to have it serviced. So you know, it's going to be changed during a service. So it kind of that thing that it can work that out. I don't think that's a really useful function. I think that's just the watchmaker's art. But an annual calendar is, I think, a very useful function. And I'm glad that I've got one. I think this is the cheapest one you can get, because historically they were quite expensive. I think Patek Philippe, you know, invented the annual calendar, and it was quite an expensive watch and complication. But now, you know, you can get them on, excuse me, you can get them on much less expensive watches, such as this one. Price-wise, this was about £2,000-ish list, but it had 40% off. There's quite a lot of discounts to be had at the moment. So I couldn't resist this one because I've always wanted an annual calendar. And at that price point, that was really the only way it was going to happen. And, you know, I quite like Longines. So, yeah, that worked out well. So now this, interestingly, has, it's not a day date. It's a month date. I didn't really, you know, do I need to know it's December? I think it's quite cool that it says December the 1st, rather than what we now, Sunday the 1st. Yeah, I think, you know, what are you going to need to know most is the date. I'm guessing all annual calendars always have something else, but I'm assuming they generally have the day and a date rather than the month. I could be wrong. I don't know too much about them. But yeah, this is interesting to have. A lot of people seem to like a date function. Watch Gringer, Britt Pierce, dropped a video today saying that she's wrong about dates and that she loves dates on a watch. I don't particularly like the date function on a watch. I'd rather it didn't have the date function. I think it just spoils the dial. Generally speaking, I do quite like day dates. I've got a Seiko, it's not here, that's got a day date. And then at the weekend, the Saturday's, I think, blue and the Sunday's red, and the other days of the week are black. And I quite like that. You know, it's nice having, you know, being a watch guy, it's nice having different things. And I've got a couple of new different things. I've got an annual calendar and I've got a watch with the month of the year on. So how do I find, so that's the functionality of it. Really pleased with it. I don't know when the next time that's gonna, I'm going to keep it on the watch wonder though, see what happens. I think there's 31 days in January. I don't really know that rhyme that people say. But yeah, I'll be keeping a lookout for, I don't really like date functions, but because I've got an annual calendar, it makes the date function for me interesting. I think it goes with this style of watch. It's quite a dressy watch. The other Master Collection Longines that I've got here with the Roman numerals, a beautiful blue indices, so applied blue indices. Lovely dial, much thinner, if you can see that there. So much dressier. But yeah, so these are printed indices, Roman numerals, Arabic numerals, or numbers as some people prefer to call them. But yeah, much thicker. Apparently it's only 9 extra components that make this an annual calendar, but it obviously is a lot thicker. But I like a weightier watch. You know, I do like the weight of this. This is by far the dressiest piece I have. It feels very much like a dress watch, whereas other watches that I haven't got any around here. I suppose I've got my Tissot. This feels like a dressier, I call this a dressier watch. It's not a dress watch. You know, it's a sports watch. I would say this was a dress watch. It's just quite a thick one. Yeah, I love it. It feels great on the wrist. It's got a nice weight to it. I wish it, you know, it had a bit more adjustment. I mean, it's the worst. Where we got having the Tissot here actually. So the thing about the Tissot is it has, are they still in it? Yeah, it has part links. So although it's I know you can get butterfly clasp with micro adjustment, but they're pretty few and far between, so not really worth mentioning. And the micro adjustment is completely minimal. So the Tissot has part links. So you've got roughly about 3mm of adjustment on the bracelet, which is kind of, if you can find one, I can't find one that's got a normal micro adjust in front of me. I've got an Invicta here. That's not much use because that's got completely different type of micro adjust. But 3mm is roughly the space on a standard micro adjust. What have I got? Here we go. I've got a Casio. So it's good having a messy desk. I mean, look at all those micro adjust holes. They're going to be roughly 3mm. So on the Tissot, Having the part link, which is probably 6mm, and the full link is probably 9mm roughly. By manipulating those, you've got 3mm of adjustment on the bracelet, but no micro adjust on the butterfly, which is a pain. They should put a 3-fold clasp on a gentleman, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, this Longines is, you know, no part links, no micro adjust, so you've got 9mm of adjustment, which is horrendous, but you know, it kind of fits me okay. And I suppose butterfly clasp is meant to be, you know, a bit more dressier, a bit dressier, not a bit more dressier, a bit dressier, a bit more dressy. Well, it is what it is. I didn't realise it was going to have a butterfly clasp, which is a little bit annoying. I'd rather have it had a 3-fold clasp. Now the non-annual calendar Longines Master Collection, it actually that had a butterfly clasp on it as well. If you can get it to, am I going to get this to close? Yeah, like that. So that had a butterfly clasp on originally, and that didn't fit me very well. Now, interestingly, a butterfly clasp doesn't work as well on a strap as it does on a bracelet. It's just a lot more, it's a lot fiddlier to close. So when you're closing it on a strap, you have to kind of close one side first, and then you have to close the other side so that the tang of the strap goes into the you know, the end there, and that's it's difficult to, without it being on there, it's difficult to show you why that's a pain. Now this is a 3-fold clasp, it's a Tudor one, which I luckily had, and I popped this on. It works much better. 3-fold clasp is one movement, so it just works a lot better. I mean, obviously this, I say it's one movement, you've got to, on this one you've got to close the safety clasp, but the actual function of getting the strap closed is one movement in, whereas on a butterfly you've got to close one side first and then the other side, and it just didn't work, and it didn't fit me very well. Let's pop this one on actually. I think this is the wrong way around, but I didn't put the strap on this way. I think the strap should be the other way around. I may change that, as on my other gentleman with a croc on it. So as you can possibly see, on this one it's that way, on this one it's that way. I think this is the proper way, but this is how it came. But I'll have a look into that. It just feels a little bit more fiddly to do it that way around, but maybe it's just because I'm used to doing it this way around. But I can easily swap those around if I want to. So yeah, it didn't really, it was a little bit tight when it had the butterfly deployant on. So I had the Tudor one, which fits really well. Well, yeah, fits really well. It fits, doesn't it? Either fits or it doesn't. And that is much nicer to use, and it just gives a little bit more room, so it fits a lot better. So this is, I love these. I've used these on so many watches, because they, you can basically, because of the design at the end, you can put them on. They basically fit any normal strap, whereas some deployant clasps on leather straps don't have that cut out in the middle, but these do. So they're really interchangeable and really good. So that's that. Fitment, I think that's about it really. Nice to touch base with everyone again. If you've got any questions about either of these two, let me know in the comments below. Oh, Cabby didn't come out, did he? When I mentioned the when I mentioned having the month rather than the day, he was meant to do a bit of that. What's that all about? But yeah, I like it. I kind of prefer that it says it's the month and the date rather than. I'll do a bit of research. Maybe that's how all annual calendars are. I've never really noticed before. All I know is that they change the day of the month, the date of the month, automatically. So what's coming up? Yeah, this has been a bit of a ramble. I hope it's made sense. I hope I've covered everything. I've got my first branded watch into the channel for review. So I've been sent this watch by Tool Watch Co. I'm not going to say too much about it. I'm going to have a bit of a wear of it. It arrived yesterday. I'm going to be doing a review of this shortly, giving my opinions and thoughts on it. I really liked I've had a look on the website. I would suggest potentially going on the Toolwatch Co website and checking out this model, which is their new model, the Rally, and some other their 2 previous watches maybe, in advance of seeing the video that I will do giving my opinion on this piece. But yeah, it's quite exciting. First branded watch sent into the channel for review. I think it's going to be mainly good. So yeah, come back and have a look at that and see what I think. Then you can tell me what you think in the comments below. As always, for now, one wrist, live it.